Hello, guys. I am back on this 69th day. On this 69th day, I'm back. I'm hurting, but I am so back. I'm hurting like a matter of fact. They tore me up at physical therapy because it was my last day and it hurts. My body hurts. My body hurts. Okay. Hey, guys. I'm back. I'm about to cry. I'm back on the 69th day, and I have some questions for you. Today is regarding exercise. Yesterday we talked about eating and how that has to change and how I evaluated that. Well, today is now going to talk about how evaluated exercise and why this was the perfect day. But I have a question for you. If you're on a weight loss journey, how long has it been since you evaluated your exercise routine? Is your current routine working for you? What do you need to change? And again, this is technically, I am focusing on exercise specifically today, but you may be on a different journey. You may be doing a business. You may be starting a book club. You may be starting a meetup group. You may be doing something totally different. So you can also ask yourself these same questions. Is it working for you? What are you doing that is working for you? What are you doing that's not? Change it. What changes are you going to make to get closer to your goal? Okay, my name is Fonte. It's Tay's World. So, I'm sorry, I got to move this over a little bit. So, because I'm leaning, y'all. I'm leaning, trying to get to the camera. So, that's the avenue in which I'm addressing today. Exercise, exercise, exercise. I will tell you this. Today was my last day for official physical therapy, me going to the facility because they feel like because I've had 2 rounds, which each round consisted of 8 visits. So I've had 16 visits so far, and they feel like I'm at the point where I am making some progress, enough progress for them to kick me to the curb, basically. But it's not just for me to just fall off. It's not for me to just, okay, well, I don't have to do them anymore. Nope, that's not how this works. It is just putting me, basically, I'm able to go home, and they feel like they can give me some sheets of paper, which they have, of the exercises and what to do, how to do them, how much to do. And, sorry, guys. Boss. Oh my gosh. Sorry. I had something else go off, but anyway, I'm back. And so they gave detailed information about what I'm supposed to do, how I'm supposed to do them, how many sets, how many reps. Ugh. Y'all, and they kicked my tail. They kicked my tail and they said that was good. They wanted to give me a last good one so that I remember every move. I said, no, just give me a printout and I'll remember every move that I need to do. But they've also included some other things. So I just want to kind of give you a brief kind of description of, I wrote stuff down. Y'all know how I am. Listen, I've been writing stuff down from the beginning because it helps me. It helped me. All right, so these are exercises that I have been doing so far. I have been doing the hip abductions. That's where you put something between your legs and you're squeezing it together. The bridges, where you lift your butt off the floor and your back and your upper body, the head, no, that is on the floor, but you're lifting your glutes. And you really want to target your quads because they're saying that if I strengthen my quads, then it'll help take some of the pressure off the knees, okay? And you do straight legs. That's where your leg is bent. One leg is bent, and the other you're lifting it. You're lifting it up, off the floor. Sorry, Lord. My bad. I'm so sleepy. Then you got knee extensions. What's knee extension? Knee extension is where you're sitting, you're literally on a seated position, and you're taking your legs and you're kicking the leg, one leg at a time. And you do that for a certain number of times. And during some of these exercises, I also have to have either ankle weights on. It's better to have ankle weights because they want you to do some with bands, but bands are kind of harder to maneuver. It's better to have the ankle weights. Then have the calf raises. That's where you stand on your tippy toes for 10 seconds at a time. And then you go back down, and the goal is to hold it. to be able to stand that pressure, because what it's doing is lifting the pressure up and kind of putting it on the frontal, but also requiring the quads to engage and calves, your quads and your calves to engage, so that the pressure is not on the knee. It's trying to teach you how to redistribute the pressure, basically. Then you also have the hip abductions, and that's where you're kicking to the sides. Okay. That's another one where you have weights on or you have bands on. I also have the standard hamstring curls. That's where you're standing up and you're literally kicking your feet back like you're trying to kick your butt. And you do them. You do a few on one side, then you switch over to another, kind of that way, because they want that quad to really feel the movement and the motion. Also, I have it's called the tibials anterior foot raises. I hate them. I hate them with the passion. You know why I hate them? Because I realize I can't do it. What it is you put your heel, you're standing on the wall and you're putting your heels you're putting your foot like this, but then your heel, imagine your heel is here, and you have to lift your feet like this. It's requiring your tibia to retract, and it's supposed to help the knee. When I tell y'all, that hurts so bad, and I realized I can't do it, and I almost cried. I literally almost cried knowing that I could not do that. And you don't understand what you lose sometimes until it's gone, and then you have to do a motion or a movement and you realize you can't do it. So that was a little bit disheartening. That's something new that they put in about 3 visits ago, and I don't like them. They hurt. Even a little bit of arch that I can't get my foot up off the ground, it hurts so bad. I also have the foot raises. What's the foot raises, Jesus? I can't remember. What's the foot raises? Say something. I can't remember what that is. Shoot, I have to go back on the video because I can't remember what that is. Then I have squats. Hate them. Something else I hate, and the reason why I hate them is because it's a bit of discomfort there. I don't know. I don't know why they tell me to do them. They're good for me, but it doesn't feel good. It just doesn't feel good. And then also it's called the tandem stance balance. What that means is you put one foot in front of the other, and you are to stand like this, tilt your tip of your one shoe is here, and then your heel of your other is right here. And it's like, I know I look weird like this, but it's like this basically. And you're holding it. You're holding it at a stance, and you're trying to balance and hold your balance for a number of between 20 to 30 seconds. And that's one that's balancing. You can feel it. That one doesn't necessarily hurt. You can feel. You feel your quads and your calves trying to work together to balance your body out. Okay? Then I was, while they did not have me on the treadmill or the seated bike while at physical therapy, which I thought was weird because they had them there, they did encourage me to get a gym membership, which, as you guys know, I already did. I beat them to the punch because I kind of figured it was coming. So they, have the gym membership. So this is what they told me. They wanted me to be on a seated bike for at least 5 minutes. And they want me to start at 5 minutes, and they don't want me to go over that, is because they need to see they don't see. I have to gauge how I feel after doing those things. And then also the treadmill for 5 minutes, starting off at 5 minutes. Then I have to gradually increase that time the more, and she said you gauge it by how your body receives it. So if my body receives the 5 minutes well, she said continue, do that straight for a week. Don't increase it because you're getting your body used to it. Then the next week, she said, now if you really feel like, okay, well, I can do this, I'm fine with this, I can, maneuver, and my body is not hurting, extremely, or it's not hard for my body to recover from it, then you can increase it and do like a 2-minute increase per one. Okay. And just kind of, the goal is to gradually increase these things so that I'm able to do them longer, and so that it shows it's supposed to show really the strength or how my body is strengthening after some time. Okay. Because I still have to see the orthopedic doctors and stuff like that. So they'll still be able to gauge my progress and if I'm making better progress or if I need to kind of be more supervised again. That's basically what it's going to be. I personally y'all know how I am. I want to be able to do it myself. I want to be able to be successful with it without anybody being over top of me and, telling me constantly what I have to do. I want to be able to do that on my own. And I think that is important. I think that is important to be able to take these tools, these exercises that have been given to me and incorporate them into my life and to a schedule that works for me better. Okay. I think that it's important that I be able to do that. So this is going to be, that's updated stuff. Because a lot of those things about the first 10 or 11 things that I mentioned, the first 10 things that I mentioned on there, I have been doing them probably almost from the beginning. But it's like basically they went from a basic number, basic rep, and then they increased the number of times that I had to either hold a position, or they increased the number of times I had to do a certain exercise. They increased how many reps I had to do. Then they added weights, they added bands. So all these things increased. So that's why when I say, oh my goodness, I'm hurting, like, and they say, okay, well, you're hurting, that's good. To them, that means you're working out. But what it is they don't want you to become injured again. They want your body to feel this because they want the body to become familiar with the movements and the pressure that you're applying so that it gets easier for the body to withstand these things. And so I know and I understand what their purpose is and why they're doing it, but it still doesn't take away from the fact that it hurts sometimes. It hurts many of times when I'm done. But what they want me to do is fatigue. They want me to fatigue the muscle and tire that thing out and just increase its mobility. A lot of these exercises are for mobility purposes. They're for balancing purposes, and they're also for endurance. They want my endurance, my ability to stand for longer periods of time, to walk for longer periods of time, which is it aligns with my goal, even the goal where I told you the other day I was crying because I was in a parking lot because I had to walk all the way from one side of a hospital, from their parking lot, all the way to the other side, and I knew I still had to go up the elevator and still walk down a long hall, and I just was trying to figure out how in the world am I going to do this, because I was not sure. I was not sure if I could make it. I made it because I had no choice, but I was tired. Not winded. I don't want you guys to think that I'm just getting winded because I'm big. No, it had nothing to do with the weight. It was just the fatigue on and strain on those particular areas that were injured. It is pressure on them, and it hurts sometimes. It hurts, and so this exercise is really to help to increase my mobility, to enhance my endurance, and to strengthen these areas, or to strengthen the muscles around the areas that have been injured, so that the injured areas can get a break and can still be a part of the healing process in the same time. Okay, I get it. I understand what they're doing, and like I said, I'm going to commit myself. I've committed going 2-3 days a week with them. I have to stay committed to doing this by myself on my own. And yeah. So sometimes, oh shucks, I did it again, y'all. Oh Lord, why do I keep touching this thing? Sorry, so sorry. I keep touching this button over here on my laptop. But yeah, so I have to still be encouraged. I have to encourage myself. I still have to do these things. When I told my mom, okay, well, now I have to create my own schedule on doing these exercises. And first question was okay, when are you going to start, doing it? And how many days a week are you going to do it? So I'm going to commit to doing these specific exercises. I'm going to commit to doing them 3 times a week out of the water. And then I'm going to focus on trying to get in at least 2 days of water aerobics. And some of these moves I will do in the water. Some of the moves I will be doing whatever the instructor is doing. So yeah, that's what I'm going to focus on. That's my update. You guys are more than welcome if you want to know some of the moves that I'm doing. If you feel like they can help you, a lot of these moves are geared towards your knees, your bottoms, your hips, your calves, your quads, your even your ankles to strengthen them, even your core. It's also some of those things too are core strength. I will, when I go into the gym, I will also be doing some exercises that increase but those are more like arm raises, arms out, because I want to make sure that I am strengthening those areas as well, because I don't want to become weak up here, because I've been weak up here in my shoulders, and I did not like how that felt. I'm still not as strong as I used to be, y'all. I used to carry a 40 pack of water, and I was like, give me that water, I got this. And I'm not there yet. I'm not there yet. But yeah. So the goal is just to continue to strengthen what I do have, and to not worry so much about necessarily what I can no longer do, but to try to find a new normal for myself and to work with what I have. Okay? So that's what I have. I hope some of the information can be beneficial to you. If it's not beneficial to you, maybe you may be able to find some other exercises that can increase your mobility if you're having mobility issues, whether that's with your arms, your shoulders, or your legs. YouTube has plethora of videos, and some of them are physical therapists as well. Or you can always ask your doctor, if you're in a pain management, or your regular doctor. You can always ask them, hey, if you're ever feeling like you have an injured area, you can always ask them, hey, can I get this evaluated? Is there something that can be done? Can I go to physical therapy to see how I can strengthen these areas? Okay. You always have that ability. Do not be afraid to discuss this with your doctors and to see if that is always an option for you. Okay. Because again, this is everything that you're trying to do or doing or gearing to do is to increase your mobility. Okay. Not the doctors, not nothing else, but to increase your mobility. Okay. So I'm going to end it here. Thank you guys for taking the time out to listen to what I have to say. I hope this can be useful to anybody out there. And remember to be consistent, courageous, and disciplined in what you are doing. My name is Fonte, and it is Tay's World. I am out.